Let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself standing in an elevator, waiting in line at a coffee shop, or sitting next to someone at a conference dinner, feeling that creeping sense of anxiety as silence stretches between you? You know you should say something, but your mind goes completely blank? If so, you're not alone. You've experienced what I call small talk anxiety, and it affects native speakers and English learners alike. Small talk gets a bad reputation. People call it superficial, unnecessary, or a waste of time. But here's the truth. Small talk is the social glue that holds relationships together. It's not about the content, the weather, the weekend, the coffee. It's about the connection. Small talk is the doorway to deeper conversations, new friendships, business opportunities, and cultural understanding. For English learners, mastering small talk isn't just a language skill, it's a superpower that opens doors everywhere. In this comprehensive guide, we're going to transform small talk from your greatest social fear to your most reliable social tool. We'll move from awkward silence to awesome connection in just a few simple steps. By the end, you'll have practical frameworks, ready-to-use phrases, and the confidence to start conversations anywhere. Part 1. The Anatomy of Awkwardness, Understanding Why Small Talk Fails. Example 1. The Bus Stop of Silence. Let's watch a typical small talk failure. Alex and Sam, two strangers waiting at a bus stop on a slightly drizzly Tuesday afternoon.
Hi.
Hi.
Weather's bad.
Yeah.
Awkward silence for 45 seconds. Alex checks phone. Sam checks watch. The silence feels heavy, uncomfortable. Both wish the bus would come faster.
Well, bye.
Bye.
What happened here? Let's diagnose this social misfire. Closed statements, not open questions. Weather's bad is a statement that typically ends conversation, not starts it. It invites agreement, yeah, rather than expansion. Lack of follow-up. Neither person asked a question to keep the conversation moving forward. Conversations are like tennis. You need to hit the ball back. Nonverbal closure. Limited eye contact, closed body language facing away, and phone checking all signal, I don't want to talk. No shared context explored. They're both at the same bus stop, at the same time, possibly going similar places, but this shared situation goes completely unmentioned. The result? What psychologists call social threat response. Increased stress, feeling judged, wanting to escape. This is exactly what we want to avoid. Part 2. The psychology behind good small talk. Before we get to phrases, let's understand why good small talk works. Humans are social creatures wired for connection. When we engage in positive social interaction, our brains release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, and dopamine, the reward chemical. Good small talk literally makes both people feel better. Researchers at the University of Chicago found that even brief positive interactions with strangers increase feelings of social belonging and improve mood throughout the day. Another study from Harvard University revealed that people who engage in small talk with their barista, neighbor, or fellow commuter report higher levels of happiness than those who remain silent. The magic lies in 3 psychological principles. 1. The similarity attraction effect. We like people who are like us. Small talk helps discover common ground. 2. Reciprocal self-disclosure. When you share a little, I share a little. This builds trust gradually. 3. Social reciprocity norm. I feel obligated to respond when you ask me a question or share something with me. Understanding this helps us realize small talk isn't superficial examination, it's social exploration. We're not just talking about weather, we're asking, are we in the same tribe? Can we trust each other? Should we connect further? Part 3. The framework. The Big 3 opener system. Forget memorizing hundreds of phrases. I've developed a simple, foolproof framework based on thousands of successful conversations. I call it the Big Three Opener System. In any situation, you have exactly 3 reliable ways to start a conversation. Opener Type 1. Comment on your shared situation. This is the easiest and most natural way to start. You're both experiencing the same thing right now. Just name it. Why it likes? It's immediately relevant, requires no personal knowledge, and is non-threatening. Examples. At the bus stop. This bus is always late, isn't it? At a conference. Interesting keynote speaker, wasn't she? In a long line. I hope this line moves faster than yesterday. At a coffee shop? That pastry looks amazing. Have you tried it before? In an elevator? I always forget which floor the meeting is on. At a party? Our host has great taste in music. The secret formula. Observation plus light opinion or simple question. Make an observation about what you're both experiencing. Add a light opinion like, isn't it? Or a simple question, have you? Practice transformation. Let's fix our bus stop scene using this opener. Alex looks at the bus schedule, then to Sam.
According to the schedule, the bus was supposed to be here 10 minutes ago. Does it usually run this late?
Actually, yeah, especially on Tuesdays for some reason. I think there is more traffic.
Good to know. I'm new to this route. Thanks for the tip.
See the difference? Same situation, completely different energy. Opener Type 2. Ask a simple, open question. Questions are conversation engines, but not all questions are created equal. Why it works? Questions put the focus on the other person, which people generally like, and they create an automatic social obligation to respond. The golden rule of small talk questions. Start broad and safe, then get more specific based on responses. The question funnel. Situational or broad. What brings you here today? Perfect for events, waiting rooms, etc. Experience-based. Have you been to one of these before? Or how are you finding the conference so far? Lightly personal. So what do you do when you're not at events like this? Better than the direct, what do you do? Examples by context. At a networking event. How did you hear about this event? What's been your biggest takeaway so far? Are you from the industry or just curious like me? At a mutual friends party. How do you know host's name? Have you tried the specific food or drink? I'm curious about it. What a great backyard. Have you been here before? On public transportation. Heading into the city center? Long commute for you? That's an interesting book. Would you recommend it? Crucial distinction. Open versus closed questions. Closed. Do you like living here? Answer, yes, no. Conversation stops. Open. What do you like most about living here? Answer, stories, opinions, details. Conversation flows. Practice transformation. Back to our bus stop. Alex notices Sam has a reusable shopping bag from a local bookstore.
I love that bookstore. Do you go there often?
Oh, yes. Actually, I was just there picking up a gift. They have such a great selection.
They really do. I always find something interesting in their recommendations section. Are you into fiction or nonfiction mostly?
The conversation now has direction, personal connection, and natural follow-up paths. Opener Type 3. Give a genuine compliment. A well-delivered compliment is social gold. Why it works? It makes people feel seen and appreciated, creating immediate positive feelings toward you. The compliment rules. Be specific, not, I like your shirt, but I love the color of your shirt. It really suits you. Be authentic. Only compliment what you genuinely appreciate. Compliment choices, not genetics. Better to compliment someone's style, taste, or effort than their natural attributes. Add a question. Turn the compliment into a conversation starter. Compliment categories that always work. Style, taste. That's a great bag. Is it comfortable to carry? Action or choice. I noticed you helping that person earlier. That was really kind of you. Shared experience. Your question in the meeting was really insightful. What made you think of that angle? Compliment formula. Specific praise plus connection plus question. Practice transformation. Our final bus stop fix. Alex notices Sam's shoes.
Those are great shoes. So practical for this weather, but they still look stylish. Are they comfortable for walking?
Thanks. Actually, yeah, I walked 3 miles in them yesterday. They're my go-to for unpredictable weather.
3 miles? That's impressive. Do you walk a lot around the city?
I try to when I can. There's a great path along the river I discovered recently.
Now we have a conversation about walking, the city, personal habits, multiple threads to pull on. Part 4. The conversation engine. Keeping it moving. Starting is only 20% of the battle. The real skill is keeping the conversation flowing naturally. Here's your toolkit. The active listening triad. Reflect or paraphrase. So you're saying that. Validate. That makes complete sense. Ask follow-up. What happened next? Or how did that make you feel? The tell me more technique. When someone shares something, your default response should be curiosity. Really? Tell me more about that. That's interesting. What was that like? I've never heard that perspective before. How did you come to that conclusion? The breadcrumbs method. Always leave breadcrumbs in your responses, little pieces of information the other person can pick up on. Instead of, I'm good, dead end, try, I'm good, just recovering from a busy weekend. My sister was visiting, so we explored the city. Breadcrumbs, sister, visiting, exploring city, 3 potential follow-up topics. Transitions, the conversation bridges. Smoothly shift topics without it feeling abrupt. Speaking of current topic, that reminds me of changing gears slightly. This is completely unrelated, but I've been meaning to ask someone. Part 5. The graceful exit. How to end without awkwardness. Many people get stuck in conversations because they don't know how to leave politely. Let's fix that. Why we struggle with exiting. We fear being rude. We worry about hurting feelings. We don't have the right phrases. The 3-step exit strategy. Step 1. The appreciation statement. It's been great talking with you. I've really enjoyed our conversation. Thanks so much for the chat. Step 2. The reason. Optional, but helpful. I should probably catch up with some other people. I need to grab another drink or find the restroom. I don't want to monopolize your time. Step 3. The future bridge, if appropriate. Let's connect on LinkedIn. I'll see you at the next meeting. Enjoy the rest of the event. Complete exit examples. Basic and polite. Well, it was really nice chatting with you. Enjoy the rest of your day. With future connection, I've got to run to my next meeting, but I really enjoyed our conversation about hiking. Let's exchange numbers and maybe plan a trail walk sometime. At an event, I should probably mingle a bit more, but it was fantastic meeting you. Enjoy the rest of the conference. Non-verbal exit cues. Start gathering your things. Stand up if sitting. Shift your weight slightly away. Make brief eye contact with others in the room. These signals prepare the other person for the conversation ending, making the verbal exit feel natural rather than abrupt. Part 6. Example 2. The transformation. Now, let's see our bus stop scene transformed using all these principles. Alex and Sam. Same bus stop, same drizzly Tuesday. This bus is always late on Tuesdays, isn't it? I'm starting to think I should just walk.
Tell me about it. I actually did walk once when it was 20 minutes late. Got to work completely soaked.
Oh no, that's dedication. So you take this route to work every day?
3 times a week. I work from home the other days. How about you?
Similar, actually. I'm heading to a client meeting downtown. By the way, I couldn't help but notice your bag. I love that bookstore. Are you a big reader?
I am. I just finished a fascinating biography. Actually, I got it from there last week.
Really? I'm always looking for recommendations. What's the title? They discuss books for a minute.
So what do you do when you're not commuting to client meetings?
Mostly hiking on weekends. There's a great trail system just outside the city.
No way. I've been meaning to try those trails. Any recommendations for beginners?
They exchange trail suggestions. Bus arrives. Well, this has been a much nicer wait than usual. Thanks for the trail tips. I'm going to try that riverside path you mentioned next weekend.
My pleasure. And let me know if you read that biography. I'd love to hear what you think.
Absolutely. Have a great day at work.
You too. Good luck with your meeting.
Both board the bus with smiles, potentially sitting together to continue talking. Part 7. Advanced Small Talk Techniques. Once you've mastered the basics, these techniques will make you a small talk virtuoso. Number 1. The name game. Remembering and using names builds instant rapport. On hearing, "Nice to meet you, Sam," repeat immediately. During conversation, use their name once or twice naturally. On leaving, "It was great talking with you, Sam." Number 2. The observational detail. Notice something specific that others miss. "I like how you organized that presentation. Starting with the conclusion was really effective." You have a really calm way of explaining complex topics. Number 3. The common ground search. Actively listen for connection points. "You're from Seattle? I visited last year and loved the waterfront." Or, "You mentioned yoga. I've been meaning to try it. Any studio recommendations?" Number 4. The humor light touch. Light, situational humor eases tension. "Well, if the bus doesn't come in 5 minutes, I'm declaring it officially late." Or, "I think between the two of us, we've solved at least 3 world problems." Number 5. The vulnerability dash. A tiny, appropriate personal revelation builds trust. "Honestly, I was nervous about coming to this event alone." Or, "I have to admit, I'm still figuring out how this software works." Part 8. Cultural considerations in small talk. Small talk varies dramatically across cultures. Here's what English speakers generally expect. Safe topics almost always. Weather, cliché but reliable. Current surroundings or event. Non-controversial entertainment. Movies, books, TV. Travel experiences. Food. Hobbies. Compliments on choices, not appearance. Caution topics. Read the room. Politics. Religion, money or salary, personal relationships, health issues, controversial news. Cultural norms in English-speaking countries. USA, generally enthusiastic, personal questions common early. UK, more reserved, humor important, weather obsession real. Canada, polite, apologetic, community-focused. Australia, casual, direct, humor often self-deprecating. The 3-minute rule. In most English-speaking business contexts, it's appropriate to engage in 2 to 3 minutes of small talk before getting down to business. Part 9. Practice exercises and drills. Knowledge without practice is useless. Try these. Daily micro-practices. The One Conversation Challenge. Have at least one small talk conversation daily, even if just with the cashier. Observation journal. Note 3 potential conversation starters you observed today. Phrase repetition. Practice your favorite openers in the mirror until they feel natural. Role play scenarios. Practice with a friend or record yourself. Coffee shop line. Compliment plus question about their drink choice. Waiting room. Comment on shared situation plus follow-up question. Elevator. Brief situational comment plus smile. The 3 threads game. In any conversation, identify 3 potential follow-up topics from what the person says. This trains active listening. Part 10. Overcoming specific challenges. Challenge 1. My mind goes blank. Solution: have 3 universal questions ready. What's keeping you busy these days? Working on anything interesting lately? Have you taken any vacations recently or planning any? Challenge 2: I'm not fluent enough. Solution: small talk uses simple language. Master these 50 words and you can have thousands of conversations. Focus on connection, not perfection. Most native speakers appreciate the effort and will be patient. Challenge 3: I'm an introvert. Solution: small talk isn't about being the loudest person. Introverts often make better conversationalists because they listen well. Prepare a few questions in advance. Give yourself permission to have shorter conversations and recharge afterwards. Challenge 4: what if they don't want to talk? Solution: read body language. If someone gives short answers, avoids eye contact, or turns away, give them an easy out. Well, I'll let you get back to your book or thoughts or day. Nice to briefly chat. Conclusion: small talk as a gift. Remember our initial scene? 2 people suffering in awkward silence, both wishing for connection but trapped by uncertainty? That doesn't have to be you anymore. Small talk, when done well, is a gift you give to others and yourself. You're saying, I see you as a person worth connecting with, even briefly. Our shared humanity matters more than this awkward moment. The phrases are important, but the mindset is everything. Shift from I have to make conversation to I get to make someone's day a little brighter. From what if I say something stupid to what interesting person might I meet today? You now have the complete toolkit. The Big 3 opener system: situation, question, compliment; the conversation engine: active listening, follow-ups, breadcrumbs; the graceful exit strategy: cultural awareness and practice techniques. Start small. Tomorrow, make 1 comment about your shared situation with someone. The next day, add a genuine compliment. Build gradually. Because here's the beautiful truth. Every meaningful relationship in your life, every friend, every colleague, every partner, began with some version of small talk. That superficial conversation about the weather or the bus being late isn't superficial at all. It's the first step towards understanding, towards friendship, towards realizing we're not alone in this world. So go ahead, comment on the weather, ask about someone's day, compliment their choice of bag. You're not just making small talk, you're practicing the ancient, essential human art of connection. And with the tools you now have, you're ready to transform awkwardness into something truly awesome. Your first assignment. Today, use one of the Big 3 openers with someone, just one, then notice what happens. I promise you, the bus stop, the coffee line, the elevator, the whole world is waiting to talk to you.